Hey guys and gals, YouTube friends, Love to Fly Helis here. Just got home a little bit ago. We have been flying today, and man, we have had an absolute ball. This video is actually going to be the maiden flight of my new DHC Beaver by FlyZone. But I had some questions on the unboxing. I had a couple questions from some people. One of them was battery size, what it called for. It calls for a 1800 milliamp 11.1 volt 1800 or 2100 20C 3-cell battery. I had a Zippy 20C series 2200 milliamp, and it fit perfectly in there, and this thing was balanced absolutely perfect with that battery. And this little booger scoots right along. It'll jump off the ground with this battery and motor that it's got in it. It'll jump off the ground in about 5 feet or less. You just get it rolling, punch the throttle, and it's airborne. It has all kinds of power. So I'm very, very pleased with it. The maiden flight went absolutely great. I flew it in probably at least 7-8 mile-an-hour winds. It handled it just fine. I brought it in with half flap into about an 8 mile-an-hour headwind and just almost harriered this thing down. It was absolutely beautiful. It didn't have any tip stall tendencies at all. So very, very sweet little plane. I would highly recommend it. It was easy to put together. It took less than 2 hours, or maybe an hour and a half. All screws, no glue, a little bit of Loctite. Went together very easy. Flies like a dream. Now it's not a hot rod. It's not something you can get up there and spin around and do inverted flat spins and stuff. It's just this little scale plane, but it flies great. I would highly recommend it to anybody that's interested in a small electric like this. The other question is, I had a couple people ask me to let them know what I thought about the AnyLink. Excuse me. I've been using the AnyLink now for a little over a month. I've got a Helimax quadcopter on it, and I've also got the Great Plains little Wild Saber F-86 jet. I've been flying those for a while now. I absolutely love this thing. Let me show you what I got here. Alright, I've got a JR 9303. Now, these things will hook up just to almost to any radio system, but there's a few of them that you have to have a power adapter. You don't on this or the Spectrum DX7. You do not. I have both of those radios, and you do not have to have the extra power supply. This powers on a JR or Spectrum. It has 2 leads coming out of it. This just plugs in like a little servo lead, and then one of them plugs into your trainer port. The other one plugs into your charge jack over here, and that's what powers it up. The antenna will rotate just like the one on your radio, or fold up. I flew this Beaver the first flight today, half of the flight for 5 or 6 minutes, and didn't even realize I didn't have my antenna pulled up all the way. I have never had a glitch with this. I've flown it, you know, I'm flying over a 40-acre field way out there, and I've never had a glitch, anything with it. I absolutely love it. I know there's a couple of bad reviews out there that I've heard of, but I haven't had one single problem with it. So all I can say is it's wonderful, and I love it. And they have so many little planes now that are TX ready that will just link right up to this. All I had to do this plane was turn this on, set a channel in here, name it, power that on, and poke a little button on the receiver on this, and 20 seconds later it is linked up. And then all I had to do was set the control throws on this thing and go fly. So it was great. I love it, and I definitely would highly recommend this little plane. It is super. Just a baby to land. Flies extremely smooth. It handles 7-8 mile-an-hour winds just perfect. So if you're interested in one, man, get you one. They're great for $200. I think they're $209. If you remember at Tower Hobbies, a lot of times I had a $30 off, so I got this for $179 free shipping. So it's worth it. It's a great little plane. So anyway, we'll get on to the maiden flight here. I got the maiden flight, and then a little bit of another flight later in the afternoon, trying to get some of the lights, but the wind started picking up pretty bad, so I don't know if it was quite dark enough yet to get the lights. But anyway, here comes the maiden.
Ready? You're ready.
God.
Boy, it's quick.
I think it went 2 feet.
I know, it just shoots off the ground. Plenty of power. I can't wait to get the floats on it.
Yeah. Come on, focus.
6-shooter. Yeah, like my wife had a fit. That's my body.
I had a hard time staying on it.
I did it first. I think I got it down.
I want to get a Nerf gun and shoot when y'all fly by.
Nerf gun.
Now we get to turn around and shoot back, don't we?
That would be more fun for me.
Huh. Know who my friends are. Lost you. There you are.
But I'd give you a chance.
How fast can you run? I'll give you a chance and let you run.
Well, you wouldn't care if I missed, though.
No, if you hit.
But I usually don't miss. Bill calls me dead eye.
She's a dead shot with a gun. I tried to play paintball with her and that was a mistake.
Oh, no. Lost you again, Terry. I have a hard time staying on this one.
Once I got it, I haven't lost it yet.
Yeah, you can see. I can't see very well. I think that's my big problem. I think the pussycat.
Oh, yeah, baby. Memphis is watching the plane every second.
Is he?
Really?
Yeah, he is. Not anymore. He was there for a minute.
Sit.
Nice.
Sit. Maybe he'll give you one.
Oh, don't tip over.
Sit. Sit.
Man, that thing is quite good. I get it, Terry. Yeah, he's gold. He went to gold.
I can see him out there, but oh yeah, I think so.
You'll be all right. Yeah. I bet you they'll show up on the camera.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll get it around there and start coming toward us here.
Cool. You can see them real good.
I'm using my rudder and ailerons to turn way out there and come back towards us.
I almost always do. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I do.
Cool. See the little one's blinking too.
The little tail don't show up as good.
Yeah, the little tail ones, I don't see it.
And the one on top, that red one on top don't hardly
It's
show
the
up.
bright
either.
ones.
But those two do. They show up real good. The green and red.
Yeah, they do. I can see those in the camera.
I don't think the top one's working.
Yeah.
I'll bet it is.
Was it? Yeah, I saw it on the ground. But
Yeah, it was on the ground.
yeah, I can't even see it.
It's too wide on top. God, that's going to be fun to land, guys.
It's gonna be fun. Try doing it on the water.
Yeah.
That is sweet. That's cool. That is sweet.
That is neat.
You can see them straight on and they're solid. They get sideways and they're flashing.
Yeah, there's a solid one on the tip of the wing and a flashing one.
Behind it is when it flips. Oh, okay. It's like two in there.
Yeah.
Needs another white one on it.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put two.
I think I've got a red flasher one, Terry, that I think would do better than that.
Yeah.
Terry's got a whole kit.
I think it'd be pretty bright because it's only supposed to be what 4.7 volts, I think. So it'll do good.
This blink, I see it, it's blinking.
Huh? Did you see it blink?
It's just not as bright as the rest of them.
Well, no. I did see the tail flash sometimes. Yeah.
Feels like it's backing off a little, Terry.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to try to land it.
Well, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that floating.
Yeah. Look at there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Beautiful.
Nothing wrong with that at all, but bring it over here and let me get some close-ups of it. There you go.
Oh, I can see the red blinking now.
Yeah.
It's just not real bright.
It's dimmer than
How
hard is it?
It's glued in up there. That's alright. Main one's the ones on the wing. I wish it would have had another landing.
Oh, that's just cool. That's a neat looking plane.
It would be hard to put in there because that's a solid